Welcome to the latest episode of First Impressions, where I try out brand new video games so you can see if you might like them before you spend any money on them at all. And today we're looking at a game that I'm not sure you will have heard of. It's called Bean Beasts, and I would describe it as a Pokemon-inspired creature capture, challenging tower defense game. Is that enough words to describe a game? Anyway, the guys over at Anxious Noob, the developers of the game, reached out to me and said, hey, we really think you might like this demo. Would you give it a go and see if your audience would like it too? And I said, yes, of course I will do that. That's exactly why this channel exists, to try and introduce you to new games. So we're going to do that today. I'll play the game for about 30 minutes or so, and then I will give you a 5-minute breakdown of the things I like, the things I didn't like, and whether I recommend the game to other people. I haven't been paid, I haven't been sponsored, I haven't been anything but asked to just look at this game. So you can be sure that my review is super honest and from the very heart of me. Anyway, if you haven't already, do hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. You can also join and get early access to videos if you want to become a paid subscriber, but you don't have to do that. All this content is free of charge for you if you want to watch it that way. Anyway, that's enough of me. Let's get into the game. Okay, here we go. Here's the thing that I love. This, different controller styles, absolute genius. Absolute genius. I love it. Okay, let's continue. To select difficulty, Explorer, recommended for players new to tower defense or seeking a casual experience. Hey, I like a casual experience as much as the next fella. Let's go Explorer. Let's just see what the game is all about before we start making it too difficult. I love the vibe of this. There was once a famous explorer who discovered a mysterious island, guided by an old map passed down over the generations. She befriended strange creatures that could change form when threatened. She named these creatures Bean Beasts. I don't know why the name Bean Beast makes me laugh. The island was a dangerous place, swarming with menacing monsters. Overwhelmed by the relentless horde, they were forced to retreat. Many years later, a descendant of the explorer returned to the island, determined to succeed where his ancestor had failed. Our new explorer had inherited that same map. But unlike his forebears, Ryder was a great inventor. He could craft traps. With both Bean Beasts and traps, nothing could stand in his way. Here we go. Okay.
A few moments later.
Alright. Oh my gosh, what is this dude? Oh my god, he's inside a tree. Right, special ability immediately. Oh, sugar. It's got a lot tougher, a lot quicker, didn't it? Oh, this is madness, this one is. Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible. I need more traps. Upgrade. Upgrade. Yes, we beat the big dude, I think. Oh my god, I was panicking then. I was having to do like a lot more mid-game. We defeated a boss. We defeated a boss. We completed the demo. We completed the demo. My gosh. That was a bit stressful at the end. I really like this, and for a couple of reasons. First of all, it is reminiscent of games like Pokémon, and that kind of era. If you played Pokémon on the Game Boy and stuff, it is reminiscent of that in terms of the style of it. That kind of 16-bit inspired type thing. So the artwork on it is really nice, and the music as well is very reminiscent of that era of gaming. So if you like a retro game, then, you know, I think you're really going to enjoy this. In terms of like playability, I will be honest, at the beginning I was slightly confused about the controls. I wasn't really sure where I was looking at on the screen for what, so I was pressing buttons and I wasn't really sure what I was doing. But very quickly, that's just within the tutorial section, it became apparent quite quickly throughout the game where different things were. That might just be my naivety, but it may also be that the tutorial could just be that little bit clearer in terms of highlighting this is where your focus is on the screen. You know, this is where your kind of spendable items are. This is relating to your upgradable item on your beasts. You know, there's just a little bit of clarity that could have been added there in the tutorial, but in fairness to the game, I figured out very quickly when I got into the main game what those different elements are and, you know, how to upgrade. One thing I didn't realize until quite far into the game is that I could upgrade elements mid-wave, which is quite an interesting thing to do. So you can, especially on that final wave, it's almost a requirement, because as you're killing these things that are coming after you, you're gaining more money and you have to upgrade, otherwise you're just not going to beat that final boss. That last wave was really stressful and fun. I wasn't expecting it to be a single wave of just like madness. Really, really nicely done, that final wave, that boss element, and I look forward to seeing more of those. You know, aside from that, the artwork and all of the stuff that I love about it, it is fairly typical in terms of tower defense games. So if you like tower defense, then I think you're going to love this, because it's tower defense combined with retro 16-bit, great music, reminiscent of that era, and that kind of Pokemon style creature capture vibe. So, you know, adding more creatures to your inventory as you go, and then choosing which creatures to use on any specific wave is quite an interesting thing. There are a couple of elements within the demo that I hadn't unlocked yet. So at the moment, I'm only able to use one of my beasts, one of my bean beasts at a time. But it looks like you can unlock, so you can have multiple bean beasts doing various things. I just really liked it. You know, really, really well executed, and, you know, a good version of a tower defense game that is very, very playable. This is the kind of game that I really like, because it's an AI studio. An AI studio? Not an AI studio. Absolutely ignore that, because I've got no evidence of them using AI, and I don't believe they have. It's an independent studio is what I meant to say, that have made a game. It's got really positive reviews on Steam, which is great to see. And, you know, they're actively reaching out to creators like me to say, we think this will work for you based on other games that you've played. And I just really like what they've done. I really like it, and I think supporting indie developers like this and going and wishlisting the game and playing the demo is a really important part of the gaming industry and us as gamers. This is something that I think would do really well on Switch as well, that has that really vibrant indie developer market. And, you know, I've played a lot of those kind of 16-bit style games on Switch, and they work really well. Obviously, this is on PC at the moment. I'm playing on PC, and it works wonderfully on PC. Just in terms of accessibility, this is something I would love to see come onto Switch eventually. I don't know what the developers' plans are with that, but Honestly, just a really wonderful execution of a tower defense game. Great artwork, great creatures, great little story and lore at the beginning. That I would love to see expanded out. That lore expanded out throughout the game a little bit. That's just a personal thing because I love narrative. But I'd love to see that expanded out and inserted throughout the rest of the game. Maybe that's already going to happen outside of the demo. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's just really well done. Really well done. Go and check it out. I'll put the link to the Steam link below. Go and wishlist the game. Play the demo. And really recommend that you buy this when it comes out. Because it's just wonderful, wonderful little game. Well done, Josh, the developer. It's great, man. It's great. I'm really pleased for you that you're getting such positive reviews on Steam. And I'd love to play the full game when it does come out. All right, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more wonderful content like this. And if you want to not miss any of it, turn on notifications. If you would like early access, then there is a membership program on YouTube. If you click join, there's various different membership tiers that you can join. We're also live every single day here on YouTube, as we are on Twitch and on TikTok. So you can go check out any of those channels by going to charmthegamer.com. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one.